In order to ensure that the investigation is not being procrastinated, in order to ensure that the investigation is going on the right lines, your lordships ask the state to produce before your lordships in order that your lordships may be satisfied. The investigation, let them produce it.
Well, let them comply with the office of objection by service of everybody. Before he starts arguing, let the process be complete. Your lordship, I should notice.
This is the whole object.
Yeah, with your lordship's permission, Malad, have word. Is it possible? Malad, there are three issues that arise.
You are appearing for?
I'm preparing for the state.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
appearing along with the advocate. Malad, there are three issues that arise.
Yes, sir.
Number one, Malad, no proceedings for transfer of any investigation can take place without the presence of those who are alleged to be accused in the case.
Yes, yes.
That's number one.
Yes, sir.
No, before such a thing can be argued, Malad, they have to be present in court.
All right.
Number one.
Now only R12 is represented, 9 to 11 are not.
That's what I'm saying, Malad. So everybody has to be present, Malad. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Number two, Malad, the matter is pending before the division bench. Of course, there is no stay, and your lordships mentioned it in the morning.
Yes.
But my request to your lordships is let's assume, Malad, your lordships is inclined to or transfers the matter to the CBI.
Yes, sir.
Our appeal will become infructuous.
No, your appeal is not to transfer to the CBI?
Yes, their
Which
appeal.
appeal?
One appeal.
There is
one of my appeals.
Notice was issued and call for records.
Your appeal number 1719.
The main appeal is not for transfer of the CBI.
No, 1719 is. No,
Yes.
All right.
That will become infructuous. That will become.
No, that should have been told to the division bench, and division bench should have pressed for an interim.
No, the division bench said you mention it to the next single judge. I'm sorry, but I was there. Therefore, I'm saying this.
Yes.
The division bench said, please mention it to the learned single judge. Right? That's the second issue, Malad, that I wish to raise.
Yes, sir.
The third issue, which is even more important, is, Malad, at this point in time, Malad, the problem is there are many constitutional issues involved in this, Malad.
Yes.
Which have been indicated by me in the appeal, Malad. It is my humble request to your lordships, Malad, that heavens are not going to fall, Malad, because the investigation is going on by the Lokayukt. Heavens are not going to fall if your lordships adjourns this matter so that the appeal court can decide. Or if your lordships think that your lordships wants to continue with the matter, then, Malad, this application that has been moved should be rejected formally, Malad, so that some
application for adjournment.
Yes, it should be rejected formally, so that, Malad, some action can be taken. These are my three requests to your lordships, and I leave it to your lordship.
Yes.
In any case, this cannot continue till such time as everybody is present. And number four, Malad, is a request, Malad, to the other side. They made some personal allegations against the Advocate General, Malad.
Allegations were?
Kindly see, Malad.
They are sending letters and they are published in newspapers saying they are biased. They are biased, and it's very unfortunate. Litigation of this nature should be fought, Malad, on a level playing field, Malad, as litigation should be fought.
What is this? Your petitioner.
Your lordship, can you see next document?
You should ask your client to encourage
Of course,
restraint.
but I didn't know.
Matter is sub judice.
Of course, but I agree, Malad.
Matter is sub judice, and these things should not.
I don't think I am going to even whisper a defense. If
Malad,
it is done by my client, it is improper, and I'm going to tell him that he should not do it.
Number four, Malad, this is important.
I agree, Malad. I agree with my learned friend, and I bow down to what your lordships are saying.
Number four, Malad.
All of you, the parties, stakeholders should encourage restraint.
Well, I got to know about it only now. We didn't know it all.
Yes.
Malad, number four.
On behalf of the petitioner, I apologize to my lord.
That doesn't matter. Number four, Malad.
No, it should not be done.
Learned friend, Malad.
It should not be done. No, I agree, my lord. It should not be done. No.
Malad, there is another application, I believe, that has been filed for making an ED the party in these proceedings. If such an application is taken on record,
we have filed. We have filed an application to implead the enforcement directorate also as a party.
In which case, Malad, we will have to file a reply. I'm just let me.
All right.
In which case, we have to file a reply to that application, Malad.
Of course.
We strongly object to it, but we'll give our reasons for that, Malad. So therefore, these are the four reasons I have, Malad, which I want to place before your lordship.
They have taken 20 years to come to your lordship's court. Kindly grant Lord sufficient time. Lord, there is no hurry. Your lordship knows this is all in the
we'll do it. Well, for application, objections to the application should be enough, sir. Yes,
I must say
a week's time is granted.
Lord, one thing to correct the order. I don't think Lord, notice was accepted in my matter on behalf of respondents, concerned respondents, Lord. Only
That is
emergent
what-
notice was issued to 9 to 12. So council's name is
what
not
happened.
mentioned.
Then serve it by hand summons.
Yes, I just
If they accept, well and good. If they
order
don't, we'll
comes
send it
correct.
back.
Then
But
affidavit.
your lordships have said it. I'm not able to fathom my learned friend's
So
objection.
that's all right.
You know,
Why-
the order, Mr. Raghavan, I am only pointing out what is recorded in the order.
Appeal can become infructuous. Similarly, my lord, I have another protection that I need from the court. Now, my lord, if in the meantime taking advantage of the fact that these proceedings where we are seeking for referring the matter to CBI is adjourned, whether up to 18th or beyond 18th, whatever, my lord, we are in your lordship's hands. Then, my lord, in the meantime, if the Loka Ayuktha says I have completed the investigation, I am closing the investigation, then, my lord, there will be a problem. Therefore, my lord, my respectful request is in order to maintain...
You went to Lokayuk court.
No,
You
no,
went to Lokayuk court. You wanted Lokayuk investigation. Now you say Lokayuk should not investigate. What kind of petitions are these, Mr. Raghavan? Lord, I respectfully urge your lordships. This is an abuse of process
No,
of
1 minute, sir.
Don't
I
encourage
have not
it.
even
No,
completed my
one-
submission.
one
My
minute.
learned friend
Don't
told me.
encourage it.
No,
Let
no.
me say what
If
I want to say,
if
sir.
I've
This is
understood
an
what-
abuse.
Let me say what I want to
No,
say.
if I've understood what Raghavan sir is saying is, it should not be, this petition should not be rendered
Exactly.
fait accompli.
Therefore, I have only one request.
all.
sir.
So
It should
our
not be
appeals
rendered
can be
fait accompli.
rendered infructuous. Your lordships will accept that.
No, no, I'm not saying
I
that
don't
also.
understand this approach
I am
of the
not-
court.
Sir,
with
that
great
is before the division bench.
Yes,
it is for
but
the
our
division
appeals
bench
are-
to say.
our appeals are
Sir,
against your order
1
of 5th
minute.
of November, my
It
lord.
was for the division bench to say that those proceedings would become a problem
cannot
if this
understand
proceeding is
what
not
is the
stayed.
great, if
Can
your
I-
lordships are
I'm
inclined
making
to
one
transfer
submission which will
to
maintain-
CBI,
which will-
then my lord, nothing will be left. Because I have...
I'm not, let
No,
me
I am
say
appealing-
something.
Now, it is, sir, in the
I am
fitness of
appealing-
things, in the fitness of things, till the next date at least, where are the investigation papers?
Can I
Give it.
make one submission, my lord? We should protect the interest of all the parties. My learned friend will kindly bear with me and hear me for 1 minute only.
He doesn't want truth to
Madam,
come out.
please, sir.
He wants that truth which
I've
CBI
not,
will
I've
tell
not said
him.
what I want.
He wants
I've
that
not even
truth.
said what I want.
Your
Please, Mr.
lordships
Dave.
have not indicted already parties.
I don't
by
think
your
my lord-
judgment.
I
Lord,
don't think
let
this
me-
court
let me
knows
say
what
one
I
thing.
want to
Mr.
say.
Raghavan,
I
you
don't know how my
have
learned friend knows. I mean, if he has got an extra getting into my mind to learn to know what I want to say.
Bro,
I
let
don't
me-
know.
let me say one thing.
what I want to say.
Roshni,
On a
can you
serious
page
note,
Can I
256?
say one thing?
What
my
is
lord?
sought
on
for this
24th,
Lokayukta
24th
investigation?
September
Can I-
judgment.
257 in their
Can I
petition.
say one
Just a
thing?
sec, Mr.
No,
Advocate
before the
General.
Before
257 for just for a moment.
No, it was not.
257 just for a minute. 257
Of what? Which paper?
of their writ petition. Man.
257.
257. Man. Starts at 239. At 257, refer the complaint under
Police wing
one,
of the Lokai.
to the police wing. That has been done. His petition has been allowed.
Can
No, his petition having been allowed, he's agreed. He's not challenged
what
that
I
order.
want to say, Mr. Learned Advocate General will kindly permit me to say what I want to say.
All right.
Let me have at least the satisfaction of saying what I want to say, without my learned friends stopping me from even saying what I want to do. Whether it will be granted or not is a different issue.
Yes.
But all that I'm saying, my lord, is in order that while their fear is that if the matter is referred to CBI for whatever reason, my lord, whatever the court may do, your lordship's power under 226, my lord, now is confirmed to have the right to refer the matter to CBI. That, my lord, cannot be taken away. In spite of the fact that...
That is not correct. I have enough number of Supreme Court judgments which say that this should not be referred to CBI. This is not a case. Unless you can point out that Lokayukt investigation was faulty. It has not even begun. It has not even given report.
Mr.
At this
Dave,
stage, you
will
cannot come
have-
for CBI
Will you please
investigation.
give me the courtesy
I don't
of
think
1
you are-
minute of hearing?
Right from common. Mr. Raghavan, it's your duty to point out law correctly to the court. Don't cite Lordship's judgment because it pleases Lordships. There are Supreme Court judgments, I will show number of them, which say that this investigation cannot be transferred. I will show that.
I will be educated
It's not-
if you show
I
it.
will not.
But
No, no.
please permit me to say what I want to say.
The facts of-
I mean, there is a
the
limit
facts
up
of
to
the
this.
case-
I mean, I understand your objection.
Sir, 1
Say
minute.
what I want to say.
Judgments are on both sides. Whether it should be transferred to the CBI and when it should be transferred, when it should not be transferred. All that
I'm
it is not that.
Malad, I'm not on that issue at all. I'm not even said what I have in my mind, which will protect the interests of both the parties. But all that I'm now saying is, because of the delay, neither the writ petition should be rendered infructuous, nor if your lordships are granting an order for transfer without adjourning it, the writ appeal should not get infructuous. Both have to be balanced.
Now,
so all
that is what Senior Counsel Kapil Sibal sir told.
Now giving a lordship via media, my lord, we should protect the interest of both the parties. My lord, all that I want to do is, no, my lord, investigation is being done by the local. Let them not close the investigation with your lordship's leave. That is all. What's wrong about it, my lord? One minute, sir. Let me complete. So that, my lord, my petition doesn't become infructuous.
There is no prima facie.
My petition will not become infructuous. Your lordships are not saying the CBI should investigate the matter.
So you want a stalemate in the investigation?
No. Let the investigation. Let them not close it. Let them not come to a final conclusion without your lordship.
The final report is what is.
Yeah, that's all. Investigation must go on. Of course, I don't know. I will be committing suicide. I will not do that. I don't think. I'm only saying, let not the investigation be concluded without your lordship's leave. That's all. How are they going to have?
There is no prayer in this petition.
No,
there is no prayer in this petition.
It is part of the order granting adjournment. Condition that your lordship will impose by granting adjournment.
Transfer to CBI.
I understand
there
this,
is no prayer. Look at your prayer clause.
Millards, may I make a request?
Get your prayer clause.
No, sir. We will take it on 17th, 18th, or 19th. Please decide and tell me.
I want it on 17th if it is possible, because I have some inconvenience on 18th and 19th.
No, I have a problem.
On 17th, I will be obliged.
Sibal, sir. And the way, sir, come to a consensus and tell me when I should take. If necessary, then we will adjourn it beyond vacation.
But it may be beyond vacation. But let this protection be there so that it should not be. Otherwise, tomorrow, Lordship kindly.
Professional reasons.
Surprising, my lord. Pen was not so fair before the division bench.
If my learned friend is much hurry, I can't. I help it, my lord. I will lose the chance of persuading your lordships, but that's all right. Maybe some other someday.
19th will pass.
So if they close it in the meantime, there will be nothing left, my lord. What is there in this petition for me?
My lord, quite surprising, my lord. Before the division bench, same argument.
It should not no, my lord is wrong. It should not affect me. Just as they say, my lord, that the petition is announced, their writ appeal will become infructuous. My writ petition becomes infructuous if ultimately, my lord, they take an action because of the delay.
Court has ever.
My lord, my respect to the petition, the matter is being delayed.
Yes, no court
has ever being delayed.
Mr. Raghavan, why don't you submit? Mr. Raghavan, why don't you submit that it should be allowed today, your writ petition?
Of course, I'm submitting it. Of course, I'm submitting. Of course, I'm saying it. But it will not be granted. But the court will not grant it. That's all the problem. Of course, I'm saying it.
Lord, this is your lordship knows today's body politics. You can't.
I don't know all this, but my learned friend knows all that better than I know. I am only arguing a case.
All right.
Oh, you are arguing a case. Everybody knows your public spirit, Mr. Raghavan. It is very highly respected.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Lord, I'm sorry, Mr. Dave was saying he has some difficulty on 19th.
19th. Then what?
We'll see on that day what can be done. We will not close the proceeding without hearing anybody. So rest assured.
But I am not. But I was suggesting first day of the reopening. First day of the reopening.
We'll do it on that day, sir. We'll do it on that day. If needed, we'll do it on that day. 19th. First, let the objections to the. Sir.
But if needed is what worries me. Your lordships will not words if needed. Otherwise, will not. Yeah, everything will come to an end. That's why. Nothing
will come to an end anywhere because we are.
It will come to an end if the Lokayukta files any final report. Please, therefore, ensure, my lord, that nothing comes to an end.
Yes, sir.
My lord, let it be. Let it be made. After all, my lord, all that I'm asking is that they should not do anything without leave of the court. What am I saying? Am I saying anything unreasonable about it, my lord? But nothing should come to an end, my lord. Right?
This is the entire records of investigation?
As on yesterday, man.
As on yesterday. Right from the beginning till today. Yeah, till yesterday. As a seal, madam.
Request is not to seal it.
Yes.
Only for my lord's consideration.
Of course, yes.
Of course. I'm not even asking for seeing it.
Yes, sir. I am aware, my lord, sir.
But in the meantime, let them not close it, my lord. With your lordship's leave. But what is the harm that will be caused to the other side if this is done?
Where is the prayer, Mr. Where is the prayer? Where is the prayer in the petition?
What is the harm it is allowed?
Let status quo be maintained. So far as the proceedings are concerned, investigation can go on. Let not final action be taken without your lordship's leave.
You have not challenged. Wrong about that. Not challenged. My lord, I must think. Lokaayukt
What is this, my
order
lord? I
is
don't
not
understand, my learned
challenged.
friends, sir.
Lokaayukt order
The
is
very
not
fact that
subject
they're
to this
objecting to this reasonable stress.
Yes.
What kind of submissions are being made?
My lord?
You have not challenged
No,
Mr.
no, it is
Raghavan
part of,
Lokaayukt
no, no,
order.
it is part of a,
Challenge it.
it will be part, no,
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 amend the
it will
petition,
be
challenge
part
it.
of your lordship's
Yes.
direction adjourning the proceedings.
Obviously, this is
My
not.
lord, that is the reason. My lord, your lordships can always impose terms
This
when
is
your
not
lordships
a
are
legal
adjourning a case.
proceeding.
That happens day in and day out.
It is obvious.
That's
this
all
is
that
not
I'm
a
saying.
legal proceeding.
But delay itself should not render any proceeding
What delay? You
infructuous.
should-
If
you
that
should-
is the
That was our
principle,
argument in DB.
if that is the principle, my lord, and that
You did not
equally
agree
applies
to
me.
that. DB requested you, Mr. Raghavan, personally. DB, that's why I said, Mr. Raghavan, please be careful before learned single judge. He left it to your discretion.
I don't know
to
what
your-
management is saying, my lord. I'm not
What-
going to take
what-
what
Now
he's
you
saying.
are
Sir, what is
opposing here
please-
any
please be careful.
amendment.
I don't know what he's saying, my lord. I don't take no notice of what he's saying.
Lordship
Yes.
said
But what
entire
is curious, my lord, is the state opposing it in this matter. I don't understand. What is their interest?
If the matter is curious, others are
I know, my lord, it becomes curiouser and curiouser as we go on.
Curious, others are furious. What is this? Yes.
And it is becoming curiouser and curiouser, my lord. And a lot of fury is also added by my learned friend, Mr. Dave.
All in the lighter way, in the way.
All later, my lord. My lord, I have the highest regard and respect, and he's a very dear and noble friend of mine.
Yes.
Then you should accept his nobility.
You have
In the court, my lord, it is
Mr.
different.
Raghavan, otherwise you would have agreed to adjournment readily.
My lord, this protection may be given, my lord. I'm not asking for anything unreasonable.
I don't know
Please
why my
consider
learned
it.
friend, why my learned friend even
consider
makes
it, my lord.
there.
Well, anything.
Are you completing the investigation?
Well, I'm sorry to say,
Huh?
may I make a submission? May I make a Advocate General, may I make a submission?
With that, my lord,
Now it's a jumble of proceedings. Before the concerned court, before 24th, he has to file. There is an application.
a petition
here,
is
there
filed
are
without.
appeals pending.
If a petition is filed without interim relief, moved after 1 month after.
Without interim relief.
Without interim relief. Moved
Interim
after.
relief will reference.
No, not challenging the seeking for a relief to refer to the matter of the Lokaayukta. That order is not challenged.
My lord, this is my response and request to your lordships on the plea for adjournment that is being made.
Therefore, my lord,
and adjournment can
the
always
question-
be granted on conditions.
Therefore, the question is whether the Lokaayukta will finish or
grant
not
the
finish.
adjournment.
My lord, it is for the Lokaayukta to
Don't grant,
decide.
reject the adjournment.
It should for the Lokaayukta
But
to
I'm
decide.
sorry to say,
To inject.
Mr. Raghavan, accept his plea, reject the adjournment. I don't mind it.
1 minute. Even if they file the final report, are the hands of this court tied to pass orders?
My lord, may not be,
correct.
but things become very complicated.
No.
Things become very
No
complicated.
complications, sir. You are before the court earlier to it.
If it
Now
is
there
transferred
there
to
is a
CBI,
direction
it
by
will
the
not be
court, they will do it.
complicated. What will happen to our appeals? What will happen to our appeals? Lord, the problem is, I'll tell your lordships in a second. Lord, 24th September judgment of your lordships, the detailed judgment. Your lordships, Lord, have been led by Mr. Raghavan to, Lord, I think, a wrong proposition of law. That judgment was only to decide learned governor's sanction under section 17A.
No.
Instead,
Everything was argued. I had to answer everything.
no, but complaints, merits of complaints could not be before your lordships. Your
That
lordships
was what
have
was put forth
on
also,
merits
sir.
of complaint. That is why we are.
That was what was put forth by the petitioner and the other councils also.
No, my lord, merits were never put forward.
It was put forth. Merits were put forth.
It is in the context of sanction
Because
of
it
the
is
governor.
it is available everywhere. It is in
Lord,
public
it is
domain.
in
You
the
can see also.
Your lordships are right. It is in the context of sanction of the governor's order.
True, but everything was put in.
But your lordships have said complaint is correct. Your lordships have said allegations against me are correct. Your
Those are-
lordships have
no,
said
that
I
is
am
only
guilty of fraud.
granting permission for investigation.
But I was not there. Your
It is in the
lordship said my client is guilty of fraud. My client is guilty of fraud.
Petitioner-
The petitioner had to implead you if at all that was needed. Petitioner
No,
alone
no.
had come before the court.
But your lordship should have not refrained from
No,
making findings against me.
There is all prima facie findings.
But I don't
Anyway,
know
it is before the appellate
It's not
court.
ought to be argued
Which
before
trial
your
court,
lordship.
it is before
which
the
trial
appellate
court
court
will see it
anyways.
as prima facie? Your lordship knows which trial court will see it as prima facie.
No, but it is matters before
Coming
the
from the
appellate
High
court, I will be-
and coming from my Lord Justice Nagaprasanna's court, these are final findings.
No,
Every trial court is bound by it.
no.
Every trial court is bound.
Because the matter is before the division bench. Their lordships are seized of the matter. Then
Now
I will
it
not-
is infructuous the way your lordships want to proceed. Lord, it is
No,
infructuous.
this would if mere reference I have not yet done anything. Mere consideration of a reference to CBI will not render the appeal that you have filed infructuous. It is after all for investigation. If the appeal is allowed, any investigation goes away, whether it is to the CBI or to the Lokaयुcta. Any investigation goes away. It goes lock, stock, barrel.
Now the matter is being considered at large by the division bench. At large.
Yes.
So if the division bench comes to a different conclusion on law, Malaj, then all this is infructuous. This cannot go on.
Even assuming there is an order passed, that also will flow away with the division bench's
In the
order.
meanwhile, in the meanwhile,
fair comply, Malaj. Fair comply. CBI would have taken over investigation. It would be a fair comply.
No, in the place of Lokaयुcta, CBI would have come in.
That's not. No, it's still be a fair comply, Malaj. How will this go on, Malaj? They will have said we have investigated half the matter and we have now come to a conclusion. All that nobody will be able to.
Consider.
You know that. I know that. We've been enough. You have been enough years at the bar, and so have I, Malaj. So you know that it will be infructuous. Yes, so let's be clear on that. And let's not think that it's not going to be infructuous. It will be. Therefore, it is our fervent request, Malaj, that your lordship should have...
I'll post it on the 19th. We will definitely pass some order on the 19th.
Yes, please do. And then adjourn it afterwards. That's all that we are requesting.
Yes, we will definitely pass some order on the 19th.
They should not close the investigation and make the whole thing infructuous. That's not, we should not be faced with that situation.
First of all,
this is the, if I may say so, this is the reason why the matter will be adjourned.
Time my learned friend has made this request. 20
Of course. I mean, you have made a request for adjournment umpteen times now.
You know very well that obliged, Malaj.
Yes.
But in the meantime,
and even if they do something like that, matter is here.
But then
that's not that's not be all and end all. Nor these proceedings are be all and end all. Let us be for the
I understand. This is not a 482 proceeding where your lordships can pass any type of an order. In a 482, I understand, my lord, your lordships can mold and relieve do all. But this is not a 482.
Any kind of order.
Writ petition. It's a writ petition.
Yes.
Therefore, my lord, there are some apprehensions that we have, and in view of the fact that the matter is to be adjourned. In the meantime, my lord, no party is prejudiced. I don't understand how their rights will be prejudiced at all by the prayer I'm making.
Reject the adjournment.
The least, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen.
All applications I will consider on the next day. Yes.
Very well. I will.